Good afternoon, all. Can someone please confirm if my screen is visible? Can you guys hear me well?
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, let's
Yes.
get started. I do see a good quorum today, right? Uh, before we start, guys, before we go ahead and start the next topic, do you guys have any doubts, any questions? I did see that last week many of you did good job. You tried almost all practicals. I am yet to check few of them, the documents which you guys have shared, but it's okay. Even if there are some errors, it is okay. The aim is here to practice a lot, right? Looking at the subscription, I can see, sorry, you guys have been practicing, and I can see that we have sufficient balance. In fact, more than sufficient, but still that doesn't mean you will keep the resources on. That's not a good habit, right? But we do have sufficient balance. Unfortunately, what we don't have is your validity. So this subscription is valid only for 5 days, including Saturday, Sunday. So I think it will expire in coming 5 days. Maybe 1st or 2nd October will be the last day for this subscription. So whatever we do today and tomorrow, please make sure you do not wait till next Friday to practice. Right? Please make sure you practice it in initial 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because this is going to expire, and all of you have access. You can come to subscription and you can always check when this is going to expire, right? So whatever we do today and tomorrow, please make sure you start practicing, you start doing your task, and whatever revision you want to do it before Wednesday. On Wednesday, this is tentative. I'm not sure exactly when. I'll check the dates. We do have that option here to check in billings. But by Wednesday, let's say by 2nd of October or 1st of October, Wednesday or Thursday, this is going to expire, right? So please make sure you do all your tasks, whatever is pending. But just because we have enough money left in this one doesn't mean that you will leave your resources on, because it's not only about money, right? We have quota condition also. If you leave your machine on, you leave your public IP unassigned and remaining over there just lying there, right? uh, so others will not be able to utilize the amount. Even if they have the amount, they won't be able to utilize it. So please be considerate, use it. Along with that, we'll require one more volunteer who can subscribe for a new subscription, so all of us can practice. That can be done maybe on Friday. Get in touch with me, whoever is ready. Anyone who's interested, let me know so I can get in touch and guide the person how to do this. Anyone who has never used free tier, who has a credit card, it just takes 2 rupees, and again they will credit back those 2 rupees to you, and not a single charge. You guys are experiencing this one, right? Unless you go there and click upgrade button, nothing happens, and no one can do it other than you, other than root account. No one else will be able to do it. So any volunteer for that, please? Yes, guys, who would like to subscribe? We'll need someone from you guys. Understand this thing. I will need someone from you, so you guys will have access. Without subscription, you guys will not be able to practice.
12 I'm ready. Gaussian.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
if we sit continue.
Okay, goes fine. So don't take it today. Don't take it till Friday. Right? We don't want to see. We always get enough balance. I told you, and all of you practice with a lot of uh, resources. Still, we will not exhaust the balance. Right? What to get exhaust is your validity. So don't take it on Thursday. Don't take it on Friday. Maybe Saturday after a class, because next week maybe we'll have theory. Depending on how it goes, I'll connect with you, and I'll connect with you and let you know when to subscribe for this. Right, and same pattern we are going to use. You will be the root user, create one user for yourself, owner at the subscription level, global admin at the AD level, create one same resource for me. Sorry, create some same level of access for me so I can check and create others. And this time I will show you guys that how you can create multiple resource groups using a script. Right? Because what we are going to do today, it's first thing, uh, we are going to start with where we left, VMSS. At VMSS, I told you last time, uh, we were not doing the practical. I was just explaining the theory part to you, right? So we left many options. We did not discuss many options. So today we are going to do in detail the actual VMSS practical, how it works, right? I have the image also for that. So you guys will get the fair idea that how it works. Again, with that image, I'll revise availability zone and availability set. Won't have to do the practical, but you will get the fair idea that how this is useful, right? Even when you have multiple servers, how is it useful and how is it catering one application? That we are going to do today. Then post that, we are going to create a virtual machine using PowerShell, right? We're going to see the basics of PowerShell. One thing you need to understand, guys, we are not learning PowerShell here. This is not a class to learn PowerShell, right? PowerShell itself will have m- classes of 30 hours or 35 hours maybe. So we're not learning PowerShell. I won't be explaining each and everything to you in PowerShell. What are we learning here? We are learning to use existing PowerShell scripts. Then we are going to see ARM template. Right? And this is the only session we are going to spend on PowerShell and ARM template, right? Because you don't have to learn how to code. I can show you Terraform as well, maybe. But just once, you just need to understand the basics of it. So what you have to claim in your interview that yes, I have deployed resources using ARM template and PowerShell. But if they ask, okay, can you write a template from scratch? Straight away say no. Unless someone is coming from Windows background, he's very good at PowerShell and Python and uh, uh, this language, scripting language, feel free to talk about it. But if you guys are not good at it, do not claim it because the package which you guys are aiming, it doesn't require any coding, doesn't require any sort of extra skill like Python or anything, right? That you will need when you go ahead and expect 25 plus, 30 plus. That time you'll need that DevOps, etc. So as of now, whatever you're aiming, Portal is enough for you. But you should have a fair understanding. So what you'll claim that okay, our architect team they used to give us templates or PowerShell scripts. I know how to use it. I know how to read it. I know how to tweak it, twist it. That you should know, and that we are going to do today. I'll be giving you a very core basic script, and I would expect you to change the machine name, change resource group name. So I hope you will get the fair idea today. Is the agenda clear, guys, for today?
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So let's get started with virtual machine scale set. Any questions, any doubts on virtual machine scale set?
So, well, I have a question on the practical we did last week.
Hmm.
So, while performing the practical for availability set, when
Hmm.
I created the machines, both of them got created in the same fault domain and update domain. And when I created the third machine, it got created in another one. So, not sure what went wrong.
Did you delete the resource or is it still there?
No, it's there.
It's there? Okay, let's go ahead and check it. Which one is yours?
Second one.
Then Harun, why do
Sana.
you have availability set? If you're done with practicing, please delete it.
Sure.
Okay, this went to 0. Okay, so now let me go through this and I'll check. I mean, let's not spend time here on this one. It's not a big deal. Even if it happens, that's completely fine. What is the
Okay.
simplest thing you can do? If this is like this, can you manually change the availability zone and availability set? Oh, sorry, fault domain and uh, update domain. Can you do that?
No, right?
No. So simply
So,
delete it, create another machine. That's it.
Hmm.
One good thing with the implementation role, guys, is when you're working in support, the machines are already there. Your production machines are already there, right? And if something goes wrong with your machine, you have to fix it. You have to make sure that you troubleshoot and fix it in timely manner. If something has happened at 11 p.m. in night, you'll have to make sure that you fix it immediately, no matter what time it is in your time zone or whatever it is. You'll have to fix it. Why? Because that is production environment. What role you guys are aiming, I'm not promising that all of you will get it. Some of you may get support also. It's good for learning, but just uh, explaining the difference in what you're claiming in your interview, that you have worked as an implementation engineer. So as an implementation engineer, what liberty do you have is whatever you're working, it's not in production yet. You're simply just creating, right? So I have asked you to create one availability set with fault domain and update domain, maybe 3 and 2, whatever numbers, and it should have 4 machines or 5 machines, whatever number I have given. Okay. So you have created here and you see some error, right? I have given you this task, let's say on today I have given you, and I tell you that I need it before 2nd of October. This is small task. You don't have enough work. You thought I'll do it today itself and then I'll submit it on 2nd of October. Fine, doable. No issues with that. Or you can just leave it and you'll say I'll do it on 2nd of October. Right? Completely up to you. As a client, I'll be asking you a question on 2nd of October. It should be up and ready and ready to use in my account, or it should be there in my email box. That okay, these are the IPs. This is how you can take remote. It should be ready for me. You do it today, you do it tomorrow, you create one machine every day. I don't care, I don't mind, whatever you do it. Right? That liberty you have in your implementation engineer role. So here, if you're creating 6 of them, and let's say this one has any issue, this one has some problem, right? So instead of you can obviously troubleshoot, you can try it, it gives you a good learning, it gives you more options, you can try troubleshooting. But how much time it takes, guys, for to create a new machine now, based on your experience in our training environment, how much time it takes?
2 to 3 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes, right? In actual environment, it will take 3 to 4 hours. Why? Because after creation also there will be many things. You'll be doing server hardening, etc. Right? But when do you do server hardening? When you are sure that at least server is in good shape, then only you go ahead and do the server hardening. In actual environment, if I have asked you to create multiple machines, and if this is what you see, if this is what you see, that your machines are not in proper default zone in update, default domain and update domain, sorry, fault domain and update domain. If you see this, will you log into this machine and do the server hardening, or will you start troubleshooting first? What is the logical thing you should do? Will you log
We
into
try
this
to fix the
server
issue.
and start create user, turn off the firewall, update? Will you do that first, or will you try to correct this first?
Troubleshoot first.
Correct it.
Troubleshoot, right? Correct it first. So here you are not even spending those 2 hours, that 1 hour or 2 hours. So it will hardly take 1 hour for you to create a new machine here in portal. And if troubleshooting is taking 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it is fine. Do it, right? But if you think that troubleshooting itself is going to take 4 hours, where you will have to go ahead and read plenty of articles, do multiple tries, right? And sometimes maybe you'll have to raise a ticket with Microsoft. I already told you, raising a ticket with Microsoft is not free all the time, depending on your subscription though, but ultimately you're paying. Ultimately, you are paying for it. So what do you think is preferable? Troubleshoot, spending time, spending money, or do I simply just go ahead, delete this machine and create new? Because I have to give delivery on 2nd of October. Which do you think is useful and sensible?
Deleting the machine.
Simple. So
Creating
that's what you will do in actual environment also. And don't hesitate to say this in your interview also. But when do you do it? Only when you are working as an implementation engineer and these machines are not in production yet. Why they are not in production? Because you haven't handed them over. Once you hand them over, now the server is working, application like Swiggy is working, thousands and crores of people are using, and that time client comes back to you or maybe support team stating there is some issue with my server. Can you please go ahead and check? There is some error is coming or whatever is happening. Can you afford to delete that server immediately over there and create a new one if that's
No.
the only server? No, you can't, right? Because it's a production server. You won't even shut down a production server without prior approvals and change and everything. Production server, it's a very crucial thing. right? And people, they lose their job based on this. If you simply go ahead and just without asking anyone and just reboot it just because you like it, trust me, first time you'll get a warning letter, second time you'll get your termination letter. That's it. Nothing else, nothing less than that. But here in implementation, because this is in your own lab as of now, not only in our training session, if you're working somewhere as an implementation engineer, not even your architect or lead architect or your team lead, tech lead, no one will come here and check unless you tell that person that okay, my server is ready and now you can hand it over. Maybe then your tech lead, what he will do, out of 10, he will simply just log in and do the QC, a basic quality check on 2 or 3 servers before he hands it over to client, right? Or before he hands it over to the architect team, he'll do the QC. Before they hand it over to client, they will do their own basic sanity checks, right? Basic checks. But when will it start? When you tell them that you are ready. Till the time you don't tell them you are ready, it is in your lab. So instead of troubleshooting and spending time and money on this, simplest way is to delete this machine, create a new one. That's it. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. One more thing, guys. I told you already, if you keep your resources more than 6 hours, your resource group will get deleted automatically, and then you guys keep chasing to create the resource group. So please make sure you do not keep anything more than 6 hours. No matter what you're doing, if you're busy, please do not start a practical. Right? Do it when you're free. Do the practical and delete it, unless you have an issue, something like this. If something is like this, don't delete it. Do let me know, and we'll keep it. So let's get started with virtual machine scale set. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Any other doubts?
No.
Okay, let's get started then. Virtual machine scale set, guys, or availability zone or availability set. Right? What we have seen is then whenever you create a virtual machine, that you're doing it for high availability. Now, you tell me how this is, whatever we are doing here right now, how this is a highly available application if it doesn't have a single application, right? Let's start with virtual machine scale set. Same, you can extrapolate to virtual machine, to availability zone and availability set. I tell you that I need 6 servers, maximum, minimum 2 servers, and it should increase if the average of these two goes to 80% and above, the CPU. Average of these two CPU, right? I'm not talking about one, guys, right? Average CPU, if goes more than 80%, then I should have one more machine or two machines. Let's say I have 2 machines, right? Now the average of these four, if it goes beyond 80, average of these four now, okay? Not talking about just these two or these two. Average of these four, if again it goes beyond 80, and obviously we'll have a condition that if stays there for 10 minutes, then have another machine or another 2 machine, and it will keep increasing till the time this is matching, or I have set a limit, upper limit. So in case, let's say I've set an upper limit of 6. Fine. So this is working okay. This we are going to see in practical. But my machine, the newly created machine, right? How is it helping me? These 2 machines, I understand, initially I created, I logged into them, I updated my website, and everything is there. By the way, how are we accessing all these 6 machines? How my users are accessing? Am I giving them separate IP address, guys?
No.
Then how are they accessing?
Load balancer.
Load balancer, yes. So all of them
Overhead.
are coming to one single connectivity point, right? Though in background, servers are changing, number of servers are changing. And from here, the traffic is being routed. That we'll see how exactly it happens when we learn load balancer. But I hope this is clear to you. Not every user is going to individual servers. Otherwise, it's not high availability. So my question here is that fine, this is first server. Here for the first time I logged in. I created my IIS server. My website is there. I turned off the firewall because that is required, let's say required for my application. I opened some ports, whatever ports are needed, right? I did that. Everything I've done in these two machines, which I created beginning at the beginning. Okay. These two machines. So these two machines are useful for me. Now the next machine is which is being created because load extended, right? Now new machine is being created. How these machines are useful for me? Can anyone tell me?
They will have the same configuration.
Fine, configuration, yes, that good point. I can manage that when I'm doing the what do you say, when I'm doing the virtual machine scale set. There I do get an option whether I want different configuration or similar configuration. So configuration is same. I have achieved that. This was Windows 2019. This is also Windows 2019. This is with 4 GB RAM. This is also with 4 GB RAM. This is with 4 CPU. This is also with 4 CPU. Still, just having the same configuration, will it have my application? Having the I hope you understand the configuration, guys, right? When you use a term or terminology configuration, your interviewers will simply understand configuration का मतलब है simple RAM, CPU, GPU, whatever it is, size, operating system, version, that is configuration of a operating system. So I'm okay, yeah, similar configuration. But how is it having my application?
And yes, yes, yes. For this, I've not logged the
Sorry, didn't get you. I
We
mean,
can
what
create an
method?
EVM
matlab,
and we can take
What
the
method
image
we
of
have,
that
guys?
machine.
I'll mute you guys, please. I hear some background noise. Right. So what method I'm talking about here, I have already taught you, right? There are two methods. One which I'll showing you the practical today, that is widely used, but there's one more method I have taught you to you guys. You guys have done the practical. Just try to think what all did we
We run the
do?
script.
Yes, running the
We run the
script,
script
guys.
to, yeah.
I told you that whatever you can do using GUI, right? Installing IIS, I can do using GUI. Uh, Uploading a website's data, I can do using GUI. Firewall turn off, I can do using a GUI. Purposely, I kept the firewall so you guys can recall that. Opening the port or closing the port, I can do using GUI. But when I say all these things I can do using GUI, what do you understand? Can I do all these things using PowerShell or any script for that matter? Yes, no, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Everything
Yes.
what you can do using GUI, you can do using script. You can do using command line. In fact, you can do more using command line. So one method is that while creating the machine, you can decide in the first machine, you can have the script. So all your machines will run that script and automatically it will uh, install the IIS role. It will fetch the data from wherever the network share is. From there, it will turn off the firewall and it will on the ports or whatever you want, and that is how you will have a usable machine. But still it's not that practical solution. Sometimes it takes time, right? It's not working fine, some glitches are there, but that option is there. You should remember that always. What option we are going to learn and which practically is being used in live environment, that I'm going to show you today. So I think Gauss was already answered that. I purposely cut him because I wanted to explain this. So what we can do, guys, I can have a machine first. Let's say that I create, let me drag it here. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and create a virtual machine. I'm not creating now because I've already done this, but I'm just showing it to you. Let's say I'll create a virtual machine. I'll log into that virtual machine. I will install all my required software, all website needed document. I'll turn off the firewall if that is needed or turn it on or whatever is needed, right? Opening port, closing port, whatever is needed for my application, I'll do everything. Once that is done, my machine is ready. I'll log into that machine, do the testing. I'll ask application team to test. I as in not any individual is doing it, guys, right? Your application team will always be there. Do you think you will create a machine and you will create a website and you will upload the website? Will you do that? You individually? No. Your
No.
architect team will make a plan. Let's say from a cloud admin team, you are there, you'll create a machine with public IP, without public IP. However, it has been discussed, mostly without public IP. You'll make sure that the networking is set up so they can take the remote of that machine using private IP that we are going to learn later. Okay, now the application team has a server. Now they will do their work. Uh, Writing the code, uploading the code in machine, right? Again, they will come back to you. This port needs to be opened, or maybe within the operating system, they have some system admin team. Sometimes it is cloud admin team, sometimes it is system admin team. Right? If there's a small company, then they will ask you to do it. They won't hire a Windows admin separately. They'll ask you to learn and do it. Not a big task. But if it is a separate team, they will always have a system admin team. In big companies, they will always have a separate team. They will ask that guy to log into the operating system, turn off the firewall, open this, open that, install this role, do that, right? Application team, system admin team, cloud admin team, all of these people will work together and they will have a server readily available. Yes, this is the server which can be used for our application. Imagine this is the server, right? So what they do, again, I'm not showing you this practical. This is a part of storage backup, but I'm just showing you the uh, approach. So let's say this is the machine. This is the machine which is readily available, and this is the machine which has my you can say it has my application, my configuration, everything is there, and this is ready. They have logged in, they have tested, did the test cases, everything is done. It's perfectly fine, right? What will they do? They'll come to this machine under backup and disaster. They will click on backup. There's and you will do this. Click on backup. Or forget backup. This is also, we'll do that later. We have easiest option. Why to even bother about backup? They'll come here. Do you see this option capture? Right? Capture an
Yes.
image. Click here. Create an image. Select a resource group. Obviously, they will have some resource group created for all images, etc. Whatever it is, right? Uh, do you want to share it in the gallery? Do you want to share it with other people? No, it's my private. So under managed image, or if I want to share it with you guys, okay, let's share it. Up to you. Automatically delete the virtual machine after creating the image. Yes, because that virtual machine I created only for this purpose that I wanted to create an image. So yeah, delete that machine. Create a gallery, right? If you already have a gallery, it's okay. You create a gallery. What is it? We are going to learn separately. Don't worry. What is specialize and generalize? All these things we are going to learn later. You fill everything and click on create. Once you create it, what you will have in 10 or 15 minutes, you're going to have an image. What kind of image? Let me go ahead and show you this. If I click on create virtual machine, as of now, I'm just showing it on virtual machine. We only have 8 minutes in this session. In next session, we are going to do VMSS using the same image. So do you guys remember that? Okay, selecting size, etc. is fine. You know it now. Do you see this image? What you have been selecting till now? Whatever operating system is given to you. 2019, Linux, or whatever it is. What is this? Who has created these all images? This is a public gallery. Most of them, Microsoft has created them. Other companies, they have created them. Red Hat, etc. They have created them, right? But if you click here, see all images. And if you click on my image, so you will see that particular image which you have captured. In my case, I think it will be in shared one because I've shared that. But let's see. So do you see? This is the image which we have, the one which I have created. Now I'll be using the same image and create either virtual machine or virtual machine scale set. Up to me. What is the use of this? Imagine that, forget virtual machine scale set. Imagine you have to create 20 similar machines using availability zone or availability set, right? Here, you're not using virtual machine scale set. Machines are not increasing automatically. So one option is you create them individually, server 2019, go to them manually, install the website. You can do that. That is technically possible, which is not possible in virtual machine scale set, by the way, right? In availability zone or availability set, you can go ahead and create the basic image and log into all of them and make sure they are on the same page. Is it possible or not, guys, technically?
Possible.
It is
Yes.
possible. It is as good as you're simply creating 20 machines, divide between 2 or 3 employees. Say that, okay, you take 10 machines, I'm taking 10 machines, done, right? Log into them, turn off the firewall, whatever server hardening you do. That is one method. The another method is I create one machine, create an image of that, and now I deploy 20 machines using this image, which is easier, which has less chances of error.
Creating 20 machines at a time.
Yes, creating 20 machines using the image, right? It's not creating at a time, guys. You're creating separately, but you're using an image. Imagine you log into 20 machines individually, and then you have to perform 20 tasks on each machine, or maybe 30 tasks, right? Uh, Whitelist this IP, install this role, disable this TLS version, uh, open this port, close this port, 20. And let's say 30 tasks, and on 20 machines. High chances you may miss on one of the servers. Human error is possible. So if I create an image, right, I'm eliminating the scope of error. That is why the image is useful, right? And what is more useful here, I can already have a synchronization software in one machine, which will then synchronize all the machines, whatever is the third party software. I can put everything in this image. Now using this image, I will deploy 20 machines in availability zone. Availability set, similarly, use the same image and deploy again and again and again and again. You don't have to do anything manually. Similarly, in virtual machine scale set. So if I cancel this virtual machine and go to virtual machine scale set, create a new virtual machine scale set. I'm using my subscription because I will be needing more CPUs or machine size. It's huge, but you can control that in your subscription. Okay, virtual machine name will be, this is my virtual machine scale set name. Let's say I'm creating everything in East US2 or it's US2, it's okay. I don't need any availability zone. So one is enough, as in no redundancy I'm taking. I'm okay with uniform, standard. This part we are going to see in detail today. Image. Sorry, this was size. Clicked on size, image. I have to click on image. And here, instead of selecting a plain image from Microsoft or from some third party, what am I doing? I'm selecting my own image, which I have created, which is already loaded with my softwares, with my configuration, which has exactly same whatever I need. It has everything. So I select that image. Look at this. The moment I selected the image, it selected the size, it selected user ID and password. I don't even have to type in the user ID and password. I don't have to do anything here. It is taking everything from this image. Is this part clear, guys, to everyone? Yes? No?
Yes.
Maybe?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Ubed. Yes, Ubed, ask question. We have 2 minutes only.
If we create an image
Hmm.
and it is in the gallery, will do we get cost on that?
Obviously, anything you're saving on in Azure, you're using their capacity, right? It will cost you. Image is not costing you in terms of CPU or RAM, but you're using their storage.
Storage.
Some or the other way, you will be charged. An image is not using any CPU. It just has the metadata that this image, whenever this image turns into a machine, it should have these many CPUs. It should have these many RAMs. So image is not utilizing your CPU or your uh, memory or anything. Right? But the image where you are saving, it is ultimately in the background is one of the storage account of Azure. So you are using Azure's storage, and yes, you will be charged for that. It's not that high, definitely worth compared to the mistakes which engineers make while creating multiple machines and how it delays the project. Compared to everything, the price is very nominal. But yes, charges will be there. Any other questions, guys? We have 1 minute left. In next session, I'll be explaining all these things. Scaling part I'm covering in next session. So any doubts, any questions you have now? Okay, if you don't have any
No.
questions, yeah, that's it. So we'll stop the session now. Do you guys need a break?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a break of 5 minutes or 6 minutes. 12:45 sharp, using the same link, we'll rejoin, and then I'll explain the VMS's auto scaling options. We have already covered till here that how I created the image, how we save the image, etc., how we select the image. Now the auto scaling part. Okay, see you in 5 minutes, guys. Thank you.